Second attempt trying this fight now. She kind of just screwed my spearhead over. Not even with, like, getting over it with sheer force, but by actually combining her own sheer force with a very, very well-placed so-called trap. I will, if it happens again, I'm going to be pissed, but at least then I can actually explain what happens, assuming I win. But, yeah, she's a bit of a bitch. Kinda just made some combos and capitalized and left me very, very salty. So, off screen, I had a couple more games, got my 3 copies of Molten Behemoth, of which I have opened with none of them, although I do have a Thunder Dragon in my opening hand, so I'm going to go straight into that. Hopefully this time I can actually get my hands on my other dragon, another Thunder type. I mean, I've got my Flame Cerebrus as well, but basically the plan is to just sort of sit on my 3 Molten Behemoths and have my Flame Cerebrus just go around wrecking house. Unfortunately, that's exactly what ended up getting screwed over in the last attempt, because basically what happened was I summoned... I had Flame Cerebrus with 3 power-up cards and a Behemoth on board, and I ran into a Curse Breaker. Curse Breaker, if you don't know, removes all of the power-up card effects of the monster that it's attached to. So I ended up going from 4100 down to 2600, and then she proceeded to summon a monstrous bird, which with 2 power-up cards and a field bonus was sitting on a very cool 3500 attack. So I kind of just got completely and utterly wrecked. And then from there, she just flipped a Harpy Lady Sisters, jacked her Harpy's Pet Dragon up by 900 points, and basically just put me into a position where I simply could not actually, like, I even though I had 3 Molten Behemoths, I couldn't get them in position before she was able to hit me directly and win. So that's around about when I just sort of rage quit the segment. Would be nice if I could actually, you know, save up some points here, because I would like to be able to summon that Flame Cerebrus. I mean, I'd rather be able to summon my Molten Behemoths, but I don't have those at the moment. So, yeah. Well, yeah, whatever. I'll use this one at least, because it's only going to use up 2 stars, and I'm going to get Flame Swordsman out of the deal. Which is not going to do much in this, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, but I'll stick with it at least. I'd like to be able to get, like, Crimson Sunbird on this board, because at the very least that's going to sit on maybe 20, I think like 2500 or something like that, but, yeah, I think I'm gonna go these ones. Okay, that's like Zombie Warrior or something, or Armored Zombie. Not that it matters, because what's this gonna make? Garvus, great. The Winged Beast that is not actually a Winged Beast. It's very stupid. It's beastly, it's quite clearly got wings, and yet this game is just like, no, it's not a Winged Beast. Yes, it is. It has fucking wings on it. No, it's not a Winged Beast. Fuck off, game. Actual fuck off, game. Anyhow. Okay, this is looking a little bit better. I've got 1 Behemoth. I've got my Spring of Rebirth. I've even got Millennium Golem, which can just sort of sit there and be a bit of a butt. But, for the time being, just I'm gonna have to pass turn. Good thing she didn't keep advancing her forces there, because that just gives me quite a lovely little breather. So Molten Behemoth is just going to sort of chill right there. I'm going to put it face up, because the more turns it spends face up, the more XP that it gets, and the quicker it's going to rank up. And it might not be a terrible idea to rank this thing up a couple of times, in the hope that I might be able to get maybe some kind of leader ability. That's very much a stretch. But we can still dare to dream. And it looks like another pass turn. I wish I'd be able to make this somewhat more interesting, but that's pretty much the nature of this matchup. It's literally just get your forces up and then just start swinging into your opponents with them. So I'm going to move Flame Cerberus up there. Hopefully she'll swing into it with that offense that she's got over to the left. And she is not going to be doing that. If I knew what she'd frickin' have, then I wouldn't be anywhere near as worried about this. Fire Yarrow with 1800 attack points is not the worst idea. I've already got 3 months. I've already got 5 months there, don't I? Eh. Whatever. None of these three are that useful. Then you get to see what happens if I put a monster on the board beyond my 5 allotted. So that's a bit of a thing. I get the impression that might not even be a winged beast. She's not attacking with it. So I feel like I'd like to get another Molten Behemoth on board before I go and just blindly attack into it. Yeah, sure. Because if she doesn't do a single thing with her board for the rest of the game, I can just frickin' win by turn run out. Because I've at least done that 100 damage. So, let's just... yeah. Obviously we don't want to do that, because that's just going to take like a frickin' hour to do. But... if she's got stuff in attack mode, that just implies to me that it's either traps or like just spells of some variety that's not going to do much. And I don't want to send it up. I don't want to equip it with Burning Spear, because if I send it in and that's just the Curse Breaker, it's just going to lose the attack boost anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and... no, I'll keep Fire Yarrow. That thing could be good. Because I'd like to get Millennium Golem around somewhere. Like, if I get the Wasteland card, the Millennium Golem's got a bit more room to maneuver. Because I want to attack into that attack mode card that she's got, knowing I'm not going to get screwed out of it. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put the Wasteland here and then activate it here. So that gives Millennium Golem a bit more room to maneuver. Thunder Dragon's just going to sit there. If I can get my other Thunder Dragon going, I might be able to fuse them into Twin-Headed, and that's going to be 3,300 in this place. As long as it's in mountain terrain. Now... okay, well there's Salamandra. Might as well attack into it anyway, see what it is. Dark Fire Dragon. I don't know why she didn't put that into defense mode. Because she knew full well... like, if I attacked into it earlier, it would have only been 1,100, and now she's taken even more damage from it. I'm gonna see if I can get my Millennium Golem to bait out some attacks here, because this could well... like, this is going far, far better for me than the previous attempt. Alright, that's gone into defense. That's still an attack. She's moved that around. She's probably going to put something down here. It's got a power boost, but she's not attacking with it, so it's still not strong enough yet. So if I move that forward a bit. Move my deck leader forward, so I've got a little bit of field position here. I could go in with Fire Yarrow and hit for 2,800. Which is already powerful enough as it is. Plus it means if Cerberus dies, it gets screwed out of... something, then I can just roll with that anyway. Will Fire Yarrow fuse a Flame Swordsman? Yeah, it actually will, surprisingly enough. But it makes Vermilion Sparrow. Holy shit. Okay, this card is damn good. Alright, I gotta try to remember that for next time, because that's a really damn good card. That's 1900 by itself, 2400 with the power boost. I could fit it with the 2 equip cards I've got and make it 3400. In combination with the 3100 Flame Cerebrus, it means I don't have to just bend over if Flame Cerebrus dies. Okay, there's Bird Face. 3400 attack. All Winged Beast monsters are given 300 plus attack and defense. Alright. That's usually what power bonus means. Okay. Flame Cerebrus attack into this thing, because it's in the wasteland, so you can just sort of chillax right there. Millennium Golem can sit in defense. Oh, lovely. Bitch has fucking Shadow of Eyes. If I could get her to get rid of that, I'd like to be able to get that in the slots, because that's a pretty damn good card. It keeps your opponent in attack position. They can't put anything in defense. Which basically means that this Molten Behemoth, if I try to perform a move with it, then it'll get forced into attack mode. It actually does screw me out of my triple Molten Behemoth strategy. Which is quite unfortunate. Give the Salamander to this thing. Move forward. If I can just get one of the remaining dragon types in my deck, then I'll be a bit more confident. Now this is an interesting strategy here, because she's gone and moved the bird face into an attacking position right here. Probably because she's going to send it after the deck leader. If she even dares, I'm just going to fit the spear on Vermilion Sparrow and just kick its ass. So I don't much care. I don't really care that much for that. So let's go ahead and see if there's any fusions among this. No, I didn't think so. Because I just want to get that dragon type. Because I've already got my thunder type. I just need a dragon. So I could move Vermilion Sparrow forward. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with this strategy instead. She's going to go straight... Oh, no. Shit. No, no, no. That's not how this... No, shit. She's going to attack into Vermilion... Okay. I forgot she was in mountain terrain. So her attack just sort of backfires like that. Thank Christ. Now, if I had a rock type... Hell, if Millennium Golem was sitting right there, I'd just move twice and attack the game. Now... Move the leader back, move you in that way, and then move you in that way, and then move you over here. So, I don't see her attacking my deck leader anytime soon. Yep, into defense you go. So, I'm just gonna stick with my offense here. I'm gonna attack into this thing because it's in my terrain. It's never really gonna benefit from anything else. And then Vermilion Sparrow can just swing into this thing. Oh, hello. It's got a big bite. Shit. Alright, remind me to fit the spear onto it next turn. Fiend plus a beast makes... Oh shit, that's Chimera. Chimera is a good card. I will try to remember that. Move Millennium Golem there if she'll want to move the fuck out of the way. Or just put a card there, that works just as well. Okay. So let's see how this is going to work out. Well, you're getting the Burning Spear, so I can put you over this thing. I'm pretty much ready to box her in, really. Let's see what she does this turn. I might be able to get into a position where I can just sort of box her in. I reckon that attack mode monster over to her card, even, over to her right's the, I reckon that's the Curse Breaker over there, so I'm not going to go anywhere near that. Which is fine, because her deck leader's right here. Because that thing's in mountain terrain, which is... Well, let's see how this works out. Because I reckon I might have got her here. Because she can only move onto that card or that card. Either way, she's pretty much lined up to take a direct attack, and that's going to lose her the game. So let's see how this works out. If that card onto the right is stronger, then it'll just attack in and then just get the fuck out. But it looks like that's not what's going to happen. She's going to do that and not even do anything. So that's game. Because I just swing in with Vermilion Sparrow, and that's GG. I didn't even bother to check her graveyard to see what I could possibly have gotten out of her. I'll try to have a few more games with her, though, off screen. Because if I can get Monster Reborn, that'd be freaking biblical. Said Monster Reborn is not in here. I wouldn't mind Darkfire Dragon, actually. Yes! I got Darkfire Dragon. Good stuff. And Wing Eagle. And another Wing Eagle. Alright. I would not have minded getting something else other than that second Wing Eagle, but I'm not going to complain too much about that. You don't look overly salty, to be perfectly honest. But whatever. So now we're at Dover, and there is nobody to meet us there. We'll find out what the go is with that next time. But before I go ahead and bring this segment to a close, I should probably actually say it first. Give me a sec. You may have actually just caught it there. But I'm going to go ahead and throw a save. Go in here, and... Okay. So, down in the bottom left corner you can see there the word Reincarnation flashing. You get a Reincarnation every 5 games that you play. I think you have to win 5 or lose 5. I don't think you can get a mix between the two. But, yeah, when you unlock a Reincarnation, you just press L3. And you can choose to reincarnate any card that you so choose. I'm kind of wondering what I should reincarnate here. Because there's a whole bunch of random shit that I don't really care much for. Let's go ahead and reincarnate Hinotama. It wouldn't surprise me if I got 3 fake traps out of this. But yeah, that's basically what reincarnation does. You're trading in 1 card for 3 cards with a deck cost that's around about the same. So go ahead and see what we've got here. We have a Caterpillar with a fucking baby's head. We have Call of the Haunted, which is a surprisingly good card. And Fake Trap. You can, of course, choose to just reset the game and not actually get a fake trap or anything like that. Like, if you don't like what you got, you can just reset. So that's probably what I'm going to do, because Call of the Haunted at the moment isn't that great. Actually, to be fair, since I do run in Wasteland, Call of the Haunted might actually be beneficial for me in the fact that it can just make all of my monsters, regardless of their type, benefit from Wasteland. So May have to think about that one. You know what? Screw it. I think I'm just going to take it. I don't really care for the other two cards, but Call of the Haunted's a really good card to have, so I'm just going to go ahead and take it. I thought I'd be off screen and just friggin' reincarnating shit to get something decent, but to be fair, Call of the Haunted's a good card, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it. So, next time, we will be crossing the channel into France.